My new album is called Aero, and it's a very special project to me, both artistically and technologically. It's actually the first album that has been constructed and composed and produced, recorded in 5.1 surround sound. Actually, lots of music DVDs on the market at the moment are most of the time live events, live concerts that have been recorded most of the time in stereo with a 5.1 post-production, giving the feeling that you are in the hall. Aero is made of new tracks and existing tracks. And for instance, for the existing tracks, I had to respect the original versions by reperforming the entire song, the entire track, but respecting the fact that now I'm in 3D, not anymore in stereo. Listening to Aero is actually a total different approach. It's like leaving a flatland, what was the world of stereo, to suddenly discover 3D and going to the conquest of space. It's like, I think, listening for the first time music through headphones, except it's in open space and you have 5 different directions coming at you. I think it's going to change entirely the way of listening to music and composing music. I think no one really attempted this before, just because technologically we were not ready yet. I always thought and I always dreamed about one day I could share my music in that way. It's the reason why I did electronic music rather than rock and roll or classical music. Always, technology has been an answer. Now with DVD technology, we are forgetting very often that DVD is not high definition only for visual, it's high definition for sound. And this technology allows us today to do it. Actually, this new album is going to be released in the same box with 2 products, one DVD, 5.1, audio, and one CD in super stereo. It was really part of the concept when I started this recording process, is that you can listen to it on any system. It's quite staggering when you listen to Aero on a very basic system. It's really the way I wanted to conceive Aero. Actually, listening to songs such as Oxygene on Equinoxe or any other songs or tracks from my previous albums is a total new, different experience. It's the reason why I consider Aero as a brand new album, because actually these tracks I always dreamed to listen to them and to share them with the audience in 3D. Aerology is the study of the atmosphere above ground. And I think it was quite appropriate for this song, leaving the stereo image, the flat image of sound, and going to the conquest of space created by surround sound. And this kind of 3D, this kind of different relationship with gravity, this kind of weightlessness, the different exploration of space in a wider sense. I tried to illustrate all this through the cover and through the website as well. The visual content of the DVD was actually a problem for me because I always considered Aero as an audio project, a music project, and not an audio-visual project with 15 videos attached to songs. So I really thought about how I could find something that could be personal, universal, with no narrative content, and letting the listener free to create its own films and to let his or her imagination free. I got this idea of filming a pair of eyes from a woman, a French actress, Anne Parillot, in very close-up and high definition, and playing to her only once the music in 5.1, and to ask her to respond to the music and to convey the various feelings only through her eyes of what the music is all about. What's very interesting, in my opinion, very convincing, is actually you can, as a listener, share the music with somebody else, but it can be also the mirror of yourself, the reflection of yourself. It could be also the gate, the visual gate for music. So I think it's really adding something very special to this music project. On the album cover, The Eyes Are Mine. It's a way, in a sense, to be visually present in this project. I'm planning to perform live this album in surround sound in China, in Beijing, the 10th of October, on the Forbidden City and Tiananmen Square. Then I'll do a tour, European tour first, and the world tour later on in 2005. It's going to be the largest home cinema that you can dream. Actually, you can listen to samples of Aero on my website in 5.1 surround sound. And you can also download some samples in a super stereo with a kind of simulation of surround sound. The Aero website is going to open in August. It's www.jeanmicheljarre.com. And I really tried to recreate the idea of soundscapes, of 3 dimension, and being quite minimalist, like the cover, like the visual content of the DVD. You can also subscribe to get some news, some items, so special samples or special remixes in the future. This website could be a club, Aeronauts Club, sharing the 3D and the surround sound experience and the high definition experience, both on audio and visual point of view. I produced the album in my own recording studio, and actually I had to invent, to create all the 5.1 tools that were not or just about to exist. And then I went to another very important step in the production, and that was the mastering process, where you can adjust all the levels and everything for the final DVD. And I spent 3 weeks with sound engineer called David Perrault, with something that this guy invented. I mean, to be able to do a 5.1 master. And one last thing is I reconceived Aero as with a cinematographic approach. All songs are interlinked and linked with very realistic scenes, adding a lot to the realism of the 3D feeling we can get from the album. The content of the booklet came from a group of graphic artists through the record company who got this very interesting idea of going through the internet and asking to fans or listeners or to anyone what could be in one photo and one sentence the response to my music. And the result has been really amazing, because they received a lot of photos from lots of different countries, and quite crazy photos and crazy sentences. And we really decided to include this contribution of the audience to let them participate to the visual content of this project. I hope that Aero will contribute to develop a new way of doing music, of listening to music, to enjoy music. I think there is no notion of progress in feelings and emotions. The idea of solitude and love and death and passion remain the same. What's important is to find the right tools to express these timeless feelings for every generation. It's a big honor, a big privilege to contribute and to be among the pioneers and living at that time of something that, again, is as different from going from mono to stereo or from black and white television to color. .1 surround sound is a real sound revolution. It actually brings us back to what music is all about, emotions and feelings.